In Solidity, have you ever gotten the following error? The different number of arguments in return statement than in returns declaration. If so, do you know how to solve it? And if not, you came to the right video, as in this video we'll be discussing exactly how to fix this error, which a lot of beginners may receive in their code. So let's get started. So what it's pretty much saying is we're not adding something which is very necessary into our function. This is the returns statement. So here, if I were to type in return, you'll see that Solidity gives me two options. First, I can just do the regular return, or I can do returns with an S, which in this case, that's what we're going to do. So what this does is pretty much tells Solidity, or the IDE, what we're going to be returning in this exact function. Well, in this case, what I did is I did an adding function, where I allowed the user to input two values, which I labeled as value 1 and value 2, and I want to return the sum of the two, or the once they're added, the value which you receive. So what this is, what this sum is actually going to be, is a uint256 plus another uint256, which is just, once again, a uint256. So therefore, I can just put in uint256 right here, and there we go. The error is solved. All we needed to do was just put a returns statement right here, and then just in parentheses, put what we're going to be returning. And there we go. That's exactly how you solve this error. But let's do another example. So let's say we have a function, and let's call it a message, right? And we're going to have a specific message, which we're going to return, which is going to be a string memory, and that's going to be message. And I'm going to make it local. And by the way, local variables are usually defined using an underscore before the actual variable name. And this is going to be public, this is going to be pure, and it's going to, and we're not going to put a return statement yet. So we're just going to do this, and what we want to do is just, we're going to return underscore message, just like that. Perfect. We'll put a semicolon, because we always have to do that. And once again, we get the error, different number of arguments in return statement than in declarations. So our problem is we haven't defined what we're going to be returning, and we do that by typing returns. And then inside of the parentheses, we're going to be putting what type of message this is, or variable, which is string memory. So let's just type that in, string memory. And perfect. Now the function is working, and it's working very properly. But what if we're returning two things? Let's say there's also an address, just like this. And we're going to be calling this address receiver, just like that. So now that we do that, we get the error that is unused. So we're just going to put that into the return statement, receiver. And once again, we get another error because there's a different number of arguments. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll over, and we're going to type into this return statement a comma, and then what type of variable this receiver is, which in this case is an address. And just like that, we get no error, and it's working just fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a lot from this video on how to fix a certain error where there's different amount of return statements than there are in the declaration. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another one.